Yo, what is going on, guys? That is your boy Drive. We're back with a banger video like always. So before we get into the video, man, I want to talk about my sponsor, Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy is my product that I use to get very cracked, focused, and have more endurance when I am playing the game. It has a little bit more caffeine than G Fuel. It's 175 milligrams. And a G Fuel I think is like 150, 160, something like that. So it gets you way more focus, way more cracks. But when it comes to the vitamins and minerals, it has the same stuff as G Fuel. So it is really healthy and safe for you. So make sure y'all go try that out. I'm going to put the link in the description down below. And before we get into the video, I'm going to be talking about mainly everything that needs to be done for Black Ops Cold War and all the new game modes and the game modes that are in Modern Warfare, what they should add to it for Black Ops Cold War. And if you end up enjoying the video, make sure you smash the like button and comment down below if you like it. But without further ado, man, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to start off with is my personal favorite game mode in Modern Warfare. This is what most of my content is about, and it is Call of Duty League. Okay, so I know a lot of y'all are not going to be too fond with Call of Duty League. I know a lot of y'all aren't really... y'all don't like Call of Duty League or nothing. I know y'all like watching the competitive players and stuff, but y'all just don't like playing it. But this is for my competitive players. And the main thing I think we need is we need a system of ranked play where when you play, you get to level up and you get to play with more people on your level. Because the higher you get, the better the competition is. And it kind of is bad when you're on a team and you got 3 people on your team that's not as good as you, and then the whole other team is good as you. And that's when we're going to get into the skill-based matchmaking, and they need to keep skill-based matchmaking. I think personally they do, because I want to play with more people that are on my level so I can practice all the time and just be able to get the best out of me is when we're playing competitive, because that's the best way you're going to get better when you're playing into a competitive standpoint, is you want to play against people that is on the same level as you. So that's one thing they need to add, is a rank system. Another thing they need to keep in CDL, this isn't all the other game modes, in CDL, is skill-based matchmaking. And another thing they need to add for CDL is they need to add a timeout. I guess whenever you leave, like in World War II, if you left, you get a 10-minute timeout. BO4, you leave, you get like a 5-minute timeout or something. And this will stop people from rage quitting. If you play Call of Duty League, you know people rage quit all the time, and you're stuck with 2, 3 people against 5, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. And that's just the main things I think you need for Call of Duty League. Besides that, keep it. And one more thing is they're talking about going back to 4s. If they go back to 4s, I think that'll be really nice, because there will be more Call of Duty teams. It'll be more people. Like my team personally, we're looking for people, but we need 2 more. And now since we'll need 1 more, that'll just help us a lot out. And without further ado, man, let's just get into the other part of the video for Black Ops. Alright, I'm going to cover all this up, but another thing is, guys, crossplay. I do not think that keyboard and mouse should be playing with controller players. If you're on keyboard and mouse hooking up to your PlayStation or Xbox, I think that's totally fine. But I don't think that console players should be playing with PC players. Xbox and PlayStation should play all day, every day. I think that's completely fine. But PC is just so broke and so not fair. That's why if it was all these pro players compared, they would be playing against each other. Fortnite's different. I know a lot of y'all are going to try to say Fortnite, but Fortnite's different. Fortnite is one of them games where almost anybody and everybody is pretty decent at, pretty good at, you know, building. Everything's about the same. Call of Duty, keyboard and mouse and controller are not fair. No shooting game like that has been a tournament or something like that where you play against each other. Because if you think about it, keyboard has their whole arm, everything, and they're just going to be, it's just not fair. That's just one thing. I think next for Black Ops Cold War, they need to make it where Xbox and PlayStation can play against each other, and then PC's by yourself. It should, but not the option where you take it off, because if you take it off, it's only going to be just your console. It should be, if you take it off, you should be able to take it off which ones you don't want to play against. Like, you should be able to take the PC off, not just everything. I should be able to take crossplay off, but I'm not playing with PC. Or I don't want to play with Xbox, I just want to play with PC. Just something like that, just to make it easier. So some people might want to play with PC players, some people might not. But you don't want to not play with Xbox players, so just make it like 3 separate crossplays. I think that would be perfectly fine, and that's what will help people out way more for the crossplay advantage, because PC and console is just not fair. If you agree with me, comment down below, let me know. And let's get into some multiplayer. Alright guys, multiplayer has been around since like Modern Warfare, World War II, I don't even know, Call of Duty Airborne, whatever the first game of multiplayer was, Team Deathmatch, Capture Flag, Dom, Search, all that has been there. The thing I would say about multiplayer is what they need to fix and add to Cold War is, I mean, basically, I would say the only problem I have with it, I don't have a problem with the skill-based matchmaking. If you have a high KD or you're really good, you should play with better players. I think it should be like mixed. You know, when you play bots, it's a mix. You know, you'll have maybe one good player and then a couple bad and a couple mean. Like, I think that's how it should be. Not enough where that one player is just going to go crazy and no one's going to have fair, but just enough where he can slay out, but it's also a little competition. I think it should stay like that, or skill-based where you're playing against your players, you know. But mainly multiplayer, they just need to keep all the game modes in the game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare has a big problem with putting 3v3 snipers only in the game, taking it out. Putting it in, taking it out. Putting it in, taking it out. Adding 4 more game modes, putting them in, taking them out over and over and over. And it's just like, you really love the game mode. Like, look, 2v2 gunfight's not even here no more. People love that, but they take it out. Why? Just keep the game mode in the game. That's all we ask for. Just keep it in there. People love that. You're losing that little percent of your fan base when you take the game mode out of the game. So my saying is, multiplayer really just keep the game modes in it. I think everything's the same. Keep the 6v6 how it's doing. Multiplayer is not really a problem. I think that's fine. And you know, I think that's really it. I mean, basically just keep all the multiplayer game modes, everything. Multiplayer is not even bad. It's really amazing. Only problem is it's just they take everything out. Keep that in there. And let's get right into some Warzone. Alright guys, so last but not least, Warzone. Warzone is probably the most favorable game mode to ever come to Call of Duty, bro. It's had like the most played, most time played, everything about Warzone. The only thing, Black Ops, I don't know if there's a Warzone or not. I hope there's something like that. If they add a Warzone to Black Ops, the only thing I ask for, or they need to do, is the buildings. Do not throw no downtown, pomegranate, whatever it's called, east west. Those are so trash, bro. Like, no, take that out. And honestly, I think that's it. Battle Royale is clean. 200 concept, 150. I don't think it matters. As long as you have it in the game, I think people are gonna love it. I think the only thing about the Warzone is the map delay, or the map concept. Don't, so many buildings and stupid stuff. Don't, stop adding all that stuff in there. Keep it regular, or keep it where it's just, you know, I would take the maps from multiplayer and then throw them inside Warzone or something like that, you know, and just keep the gunplay and everything the same like that, you know. I think that's fine. Make sure that there's actually multiple weapons you can use. Like in BO4, you could use like 7 different weapons. This game, it's mainly the GRA or the LMG, and that's it. And that's all people will use. MP5, that's it, you know. And it's just not fun because it's mainly, some people don't like using those weapons, or some people can't unlock those weapons, and it's not fair for them because they're facing people who are just crack, try-hard PC players who can beam you 500 yards across the map with the GRA. Like, it's, you know, fix the weapons, add more weapons to it that are, you know, you can use 5, 6, 7 weapons, not just 2 and just make it easier for people to play and have fun, you know. Don't do so many buildings where you have to camp up top and no one can get to you. It's just too much, you know. Make it simple. And I think that's really it, man. Like, I think that's just some of the main things that people want Call of Duty. I mean, or Black Ops. Some of the other stuff I don't really know. The zombies, I can't really say too much. I don't play zombies. Hopefully the Easter eggs are just fire. That's what I hope. And without that, man, I think that's just really it. If any of this helped y'all, or if y'all agree with any of this stuff that I said, man, make sure y'all comment down below. Drop a sub if you are new. Turn on post notifications so you know when I am live. And the next video that's going to be up is going to be my Modern Warfare montage. And then I'm just going to stream for the rest of the year. And without that, man, I hope y'all enjoy. Peace.